to living a privileged life.
Beautiful artists' impressions, which for desiring homeowners ooze promises of comfort and achievement. And promises were made, though the failure in their achievement has caused discomfort. Property developer Homex Homes started its projects which were very appealing to would-be investors. One of the major projects was the Kitisuru Gardens in Nairobi's Mwimuto area, where the houses were being bought off-plan. A 20% deposit was paid and the balance was to be paid upon completion. Each house was being sold at 10 million shillings. Buyers were to pay their 2 million shilling deposit and then wait for the completion. And the buyers began to book and pay their deposits based on the plans they were shown. In a paid-for advertisement in the local dailies, Valley auctioneers made public the auctioning of the 119 units of Kitisuru Gardens with the date set as 15th February. NTV spoke to some buyers of various Homex Homes houses who sought anonymity. One said she paid her 2 million shillings deposit for her house in Kitisuru Gardens in February 2014. She was promised that the house would be complete by August 2015. That did not happen, and to this day, the house is still not complete, 2.5 years late. Further, the designs, she says, were changed midway, with some houses being moved from the original placement and rooms in the houses being more squeezed than what had been promised. Another buyer paid her deposit in early 2014 and was to have the keys handed to her in the same year, but that was pushed to August 2015. However, to this day, she says the house is not complete and she has been trying to get out of the arrangement for months on end, but to no avail. Another potential buyer told us that he pulled out before much engagement when he saw that the amenities promised in the plans had not been constructed. These include a swimming pool, residential shops, a clubhouse, a library, a recreation center, as well as a gym. Sources privy to some of the ongoings in the company tell us that Homex has financial challenges and is unable to fund its projects to completion. It has numerous projects running with insufficient money to complete them. It has been trying to raise money, and one of the ways it is suspected of attempting to do so is by increasing the number of units at Kitisuru Gardens from the original 114 to 119. So at an individual cost of 10 million shillings, the total value is worth 1.19 billion shillings. But some buyers received a deal where they were to buy at 8 million shillings on condition that they put in an additional amount of money to the deposit. This deal was being encouraged in order to inject more cash to the firm's coffers and reduce its liabilities, according to our sources. Part of the problem for Homex is a non-performing loan at EcoBank. It is not clear if this is why the houses are at the auction market, putting at risk millions of shillings paid by buyers. With the information becoming public and some clients reaching out to the firm in doubt, frustration and uncertainty, the firm wrote to them saying there was lack of consensus between the firm and the bank over disbursement of the loan right from the onset of the project. This led the developer to source funds from its own resources and from sales. The firm continues to say that it is in advanced talks to resolve the impasse and confirm that this will be done in the next few days. It still remains committed to fulfilling its obligations in these projects, it concludes. Attempts to reach the owner and chairman, Samuel Joroge, did not bear fruit. Aside from Kitisuru Gardens, Homex also owns Kabete Palms, the Villaggio, Maya Residence, Villa Maya, Homex Apartments, Homex Villa, and Kitisuru View. The situation at Homex is not unique to the company, as this is one among a number of developers that are struggling to build up enough capital for all their projects, leaving off-plan buyers exposed. Dan Mwangi, NTV Business.